Globe and Mail on November the 7th reported that President Aaron O'Gorman of the CBSA had asked on November the 3rd, had asked PSPC, and that they agreed to temporarily suspend all CBSA contracts with GCStratagies, Coridex, and Dalian, that the suspension could last up to 180 days. Although these allegations and investigations are not about ArriveCan, she says, I recognize the ongoing audits and investigations may yield findings relevant to that procurement. Now, Canada found out, all of Canada found out on October the 4th, 2023, through another Globe and Mail story, that the RCMP was investigating GCStratagies as the sole source contract with the CBSA and Bottler, based on the evidence heard regarding the offenses of forgery and fraud were under consideration. Yet 20 days later, October the 24th, PSPC invites GCStratagies to tender on a temporary help service request. Why? Why? You knew they were under RCMP investigation, and you're inviting them to tender yet again. And this is for, get this, computer support on a temporary basis, asking a two-person company who works out of their basement, who doesn't provide any service, who's under criminal investigation, to tender on this. Why?
Mr. Chair, we currently have a number of supply arrangements and methods of supply to which GCStratagies is currently a member of those methods of supply. When a requirement comes in under the rules, in some cases, the contracting officer is required to go to every qualified supplier on those instruments and ask for a proposal. So in this case, it would have been...
Regardless of whether or not they've received national attention under criminal investigation, you know full well they've lied at committee. Mr. Firth has lied at committee. He's committed the act of forgery and fraud with respect to changing resumes, and your department thought it prudent to include him in a tendering process, knowing full well that he doesn't have staff. Why couldn't you simply reach out? This is for temporary staff. Why couldn't you put an advertisement on LinkedIn or an advertisement on the internet asking for help? Why did you need a consultant to do your basic work? Why?
Mr. Chair, these instruments have been put in competitively. Many firms have bid these, have spent time to get on these arrangements. A requirement, I'm not familiar with the full details, but I can imagine that a requirement came in for services under this instrument, and our procurement officers would have administered the instrument as per the rules. As we mentioned before, they're under GCStratagies is under investigation, but they are still a member of these instruments.